everyone! So today I'm going to show you how to make a really fun, delicious treat. We are going to make ice cream cone cupcakes. So it's just like a cupcake, but we're making it in an ice cream cone. So you're going to need a few ingredients for this. You're going to need a box of cake mix. It could be any kind of cake mix that you want. I'm using Funfetti because that's just colorful. You're going to need ice cream cones. I like to use these, not the waffle cones, the sugar cones, because they have a flat bottom, so they're easier to stand up in the muffin tray. So because we're making ice cream cones, we're going to use a muffin tray. So we're going to stand up the cones in there. You're going to need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. You're going to need a bowl, a whisk to mix, a little measuring cup to scoop out the batter and pour in the ice cream cones. I'm using 1 tablespoon. And then you're going to need whatever your box of cake mix calls for. So mine calls for a cup of water, some oil, and 3 eggs. So the first thing that we're going to do is make sure that you preheat your oven. So mine is preheating right now to 350 degrees. So we're going to open our cake mix, take it out of the box. We're going to be very careful when we cut it open. We don't want it to spill everywhere. And we're going to pour it in our bowl. There we go. So now my cake mix is in my bowl. I'm going to pour in my 1 cup of water. And I'm going to measure out my ½ cup oil, 1/2 cup of oil. You don't really have to remember these instructions because if you buy the boxed cake mix, it's on the back. So ½ cup of oil, let's see. That's ½ cup of oil. Pour that in. So now I'm done with my measuring cup. I'm just going to put it in the sink. And I'm done with my oil. So I'm going to put it to the side. Now, before I add my eggs, I'm going to give it a little bit of a mix. Just so it's a little bit there. My bowl's a little small, so I'm going to mix a little slower than I usually do. You can also do this using an electric mixer, but cake mix in a box is so easy that you can just do it by hand. It doesn't have so many ingredients to mix in. Okay, so now I'm going to add my eggs one at a time. I need 3 eggs for this cake recipe. So there's 1. 2. 3. And now I'm going to mix it up. Mix it really well. Get those eggs all beat up in there. Mix your cake batter so that you don't see any dry cake mix anymore. Because I'm using Funfetti, it's got some colorful sprinkles in there. There we go. So it's all mixed up now. So I'm going to put it to the side because now, since we're making ice cream cone cupcakes. We need to get our ice cream cones set up. So I'm going to open my box of ice cream cones. I'll take out one sleeve for now. And be very careful when I do this because ice cream cones are delicate. You don't want them to break before you even make them. And I'm going to take them out one at a time, so see? And I'm going to put them in my muffin tin. So it looks like this. So look, I'll do it. It's okay if the top chips a little bit, because that's where the cupcake's going to rise. Now these are jumbo ice cream cones. That's why they're so big. Okay. I'm going to have just enough because that was one sleeve. And let me open the other sleeve. I don't want to break them. Whoops. One flying. There's one. Two. Three. 4. 5. 6. Okay. So I'm making 12 cupcake cones because that's how many came in the box. That's how many fit in my muffin tray. But if you have more, you can make more. And if you have more batter than, you know, cupcake, you can just, ice cream cones, you can make just regular cupcakes with the rest of it. So now I'm going to use my 1 tablespoon and I'm going to measure out about 3 to 4 tablespoons in each cup. So I'll show you. Just kind of give it a little scoop here so it doesn't fall. I'm going to go 1. That's my oven saying it's ready. 2. 3. Okay. So you can't see inside, but it comes up to about here. So it's going to come up to the bottom rim of the cone. I don't really want to fill it up any more than that because it is going to rise and we don't want it overflowing. So I'm going to put 3 tablespoons in each cone. And then when I'm done, I'll get back to you. Okay. Okay, so now I'm done filling all of my ice cream cones with cake batter. I have a little bit of cake batter left over. I'll probably make them into cupcakes on their own, just maybe 2 or 3. That's about all I could fit. But now that they're done and our oven is preheated to 350, it's time to put them in the oven. So we're going to put them in the oven for 25 to 28 minutes. After 25, take it out, check it, you know, do the toothpick test, see if it comes out dry. If it needs to go in a little longer, you can. But I definitely wouldn't do it more than a half an hour. So be very careful. Maybe have mommy or daddy do this. And carefully put it in the oven. It's probably going to have to go in the middle rack because the ice cream cones are tall. Slide it in. Close the oven. Set my timer. Let's see. I'm going to set mine for 27 minutes just to make sure. Actually, let's do 26. 26 minutes. And we're going to start it. So I'm counting down from 26 minutes. And when it goes off, I'll come back. I'll check my my ice cream cone cupcakes and we'll see where we go from there. Okay? Okay, so Our cupcake cones are out of the oven. This is how they came out. I think they look pretty good. Once you take them out, you're going to want to let them cool a little bit because you don't want them super hot when you decorate them. So they're still kind of warm, but you know, you can touch them and everything. So now you want to decorate. So you can either make your own icing, which I usually do, but I was just not feeling it today. So I actually have all this blue funfetti icing that I have left over from another cooking thing that I did. So I'm going to use that. I've got my knife and I'm going to spread it. I don't want too much because this blue icing actually turns things very blue. So give it a good spread on top. Now if you do this while your cupcakes are too warm, then the icing is going to get a little runny and your cupcake's going to start to like fold over on itself. It'll start crumbling beneath you. So there we go. Like that. And then you can decorate it. Now the funfetti icing comes with sprinkles, but I have some open sprinkles that I like. I like these little nonpareils. So I'm going to use the nonpareils to do it. And I'm going to use a bowl underneath just to catch them because these, if they start spilling all over, are quite a pain to pick up. So it's got the little sprinkle part. I'm going to kind of sprinkle it over here. Very slowly. The bowl is catching them. Here we go. And there's my cupcake cone. And you can eat it just like a regular cupcake. You know, take a bite. I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to decorate the rest of them first. And then I will enjoy. But I hope you enjoy. And if you do, take some pictures or some videos and send them to me. I'd love to see them. Okay? Bye!